Most people think anxiety is a problem, but anxiety is not a problem. Anxiety is a signal. What we usually call anxiety is your brain interpreting threats that are not actually real. Your brain was designed to keep you alive, not happy, not calm, alive. Thousands of years ago, this made sense. If you heard a noise in the forest, that fear could save your life. But today, we don't live in the forest anymore. We don't hunt. We don't run from predators. We go to work. We check messages. We imagine scenarios. And the problem is this: your brain still reacts as if those imagined threats were real. To the brain, anxiety is fear. There is no anxiety without fear. The circuit of fear and the circuit of anxiety are the same. The difference is simple. Fear has a clear object. If someone breaks into this room right now, everyone feels fear. That's real danger. Anxiety is different. Anxiety is fear without a clear enemy. It's subjective. It's vague. It's the feeling that something might happen. Your body reacts before your mind understands. You feel tension. Your heart speeds up. Your breathing changes, and only after that do you start searching for reasons. A message, a look, a thought, a memory. Your brain already pulled the alarm. This is anxiety. And when this alarm goes off too often, something important changes. Anxiety becomes chronic. When anxiety becomes chronic, your nervous system never truly rests. Even when nothing is happening, your body behaves as if something is about to happen. You live in anticipation, always preparing, always scanning, always checking. What could go wrong, what you forgot, what you should prevent. This constant anticipation slowly reshapes your life. You begin to avoid situations, not because they are dangerous, but because they might be uncomfortable. You stop doing things you once enjoyed. You postpone decisions. You limit your world, and you call this being careful. But psychologically, something else is happening. This is why anxious people crave control. Every anxious person wants control. Control over outcomes, control over thoughts, control over the future, control over uncertainty. Control feels like safety. But here is the uncomfortable truth. You don't have control over life. You never did. And anxiety grows exactly from this contradiction, wanting certainty in a reality that is uncertain by nature, wanting guarantees in a world that offers none. Life does not follow plans. Sometimes life takes you somewhere you never planned, and that place turns out to be better than anything you imagined. But anxiety does not allow you to see that, because anxiety is always focused on one thing. What if? What if something goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I lose control? What if I can't handle it? Anxiety lives in the future, not the real future, an imagined future. This is why Sundays are difficult for many people. Nothing bad is happening. You are safe, you are home, nothing is wrong. But Monday exists, work exists, responsibility exists, uncertainty exists, and your brain treats that uncertainty as danger, not because it is dangerous, but because it is unpredictable. Some people's nervous systems are more sensitive to uncertainty. Their brains signal danger more often, more intensely, and for longer periods. This is not weakness, it is wiring. But when this signaling becomes constant, anxiety becomes chronic. And when anxiety stays elevated for too long, intrusive thoughts appear. Intrusive thoughts are not madness. They are not a sign that you are losing control. They are a sign that your anxiety level is very high, not panic. Panic is different. Panic is a sudden spike. It rises sharply. It falls. Intrusive thoughts are quieter and more exhausting. They repeat, they loop, they impose themselves. Thoughts you don't want, images you didn't choose, questions without answers. You tell yourself to stop thinking, and the thoughts return, stronger. This happens because attention follows resistance. The more you try to push a thought away, the more important your brain thinks it is. Your brain believes you are fighting a threat, so it keeps bringing it back. It's like telling yourself not to think about an elephant. The elephant does not leave. It becomes the center of the room. This is one of the cruel paradoxes of anxiety. The more you try to control your mind, the more out of control it feels. Because anxiety is not solved by force. It is not solved by discipline. It is not solved by policing your thoughts. Anxiety is solved by lowering the level of alert, by teaching your nervous system that it does not need to stay on guard all the time. If you live constantly flooded with adrenaline and cortisol, your body pays the price. Not only mentally, physically, your immune system weakens, your digestion suffers, your muscles stay tense, your sleep becomes shallow. Your body was not designed to live in emergency mode forever. Anxiety was meant to appear, deliver information, and disappear. When it becomes permanent, it becomes illness. And this is the most important shift to understand. Anxiety is not your enemy. Anxiety is a signal that has lost its off switch, and the off switch is not control, it is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means stopping the fight with reality. The moment you accept that you don't control life, something changes. The moment you accept that you don't control every thought, something relaxes. You stop trying to dominate your mind. You stop arguing with uncertainty. You allow thoughts to come and go. You allow sensations to rise and fall. And slowly, your nervous system learns something new. That it is safe to rest. That not every sensation is a threat. That not every thought requires action. This is where healing begins. Not by forcing calm, but by allowing uncertainty. Not by eliminating fear, but by understanding it. Anxiety weakens when you stop feeding it with resistance. When you stop demanding certainty from a world that cannot offer it. When you stop trying to control what cannot be controlled. And in that space, something important happens. Your mind becomes quieter. Your body becomes lighter. Your life slowly opens again. Not because fear disappeared, but because fear no longer rules.